Now, as we take our walk, me and my brother, here on, what's the name of this street? I'm not quite sure. Harding Street, I think. There is a police car that has pulled in to the parking lot in front of us. It's like across the street, and there's the parking lot. Yeah, I'll just show you where his lights are. Okay. I don't know if you can see him. Actually, there's his red lights. It's the red lights of the police car. So he's in front of us. So what they've been doing is coming back and forth. Since we stopped in Carlsbad, I stopped at the ATM. They were in back of me. I went to buy my lotto tickets. They were there. I went to, what else did I do? Then when we started our walk, they were there, and they just keep coming by. Maybe they don't like that I said, Fabio was on Tucker Carlson, and he said that we should respect the police. A lot of rich people are being robbed in California, and he didn't like that Jerry Brown is letting out a lot of people from prison. He said we should respect the police. And here comes the person in red. Of course, the gang stalkers wear red. We know that. The American Stasi. That was the first color that they wore from May 2006 to May 29th, 2015. Then they added black and white. Then the next year they added blue and yellow. Now the winter of 2017, they're gang stalking in green. So they're trying like heck to let you not know what they do, though everybody here is either pushing something red or wearing red, or there's a police car in the parking lot. Why do they do this? All right, why on the one hand, through the multicolors, does it seem that they don't want you to know what they're doing? And then they have so many police gang stalk, which lets you know what they're doing. Why do they do that? Well, I'll tell you my theory about the thing. They are so arrogant. They know there is no one that is going to help. The New York Times, the Washington Post, isn't that a joke that they're going to do investigative reporting and they're going to expose government gang stalking? That's a joke. Who's going to do it? Congress. That's even a bigger joke. Congress is going to be like they did back in the COINTELPRO days when they had the church committee investigating gang stalking. No, Congress isn't going to do it. Ooh, our little police car friend. Let's see, maybe he'll come out of his parking lot hole. No, Congress isn't going to investigate government gang stalking. So who's going to do it? The Inspector Generals? I don't know what they're for, but guarantee you they're not going to do it. Who's going to do it? The Supreme Court? Who's going to bring a case to the Supreme Court about government gang stalking? Who's going to be brave enough to do that? I don't know. So a few more people in red. They're letting all the stops. Can you get by, sir? I'm sorry.
No problem.
All right, come on, Keith. Move your stroller here. All right, so here's our, oh, he didn't put his lights on. Is he trying to hide? Put your lights on! Put your lights on! I reminded the gang stalking policeman to put his lights on. Maybe I'm making him nervous. Do you think the camera's making him nervous? So that's why they can do this. They can gang stalk and, just open. They can do it because there is nobody to help. And there is something wrong in America when a citizen like myself can be abused for a decade and there is nowhere to go to help. There was one legislator in New York that I wrote to who said, do you have some legislation that we can put forth? Well, of course, what am I? Just an individual. How am I going to give him legislation? So that was the only person that actually seemed that they might help. Nobody else has indicated any indication to help at all. So they know that they can have gang stalkers on the street and they can gang stalk with their police cars, and there is nothing we can do. They are safe. America is so corrupt that this can go on with no problem. The only problem that they might have is with WikiLeaks, and that's why Pompeo has come out and said, we must go after WikiLeaks, the only investigative body in the world